Welcome to Wigan, the start of a magical mystery tour in the northwest for Notts. It's Wigan in the League Cup tonight. Can we finally win a game in the competition? It's 10 years since we last managed it, but don't worry too much. Wigan have lost 10 of their last 12 in this competition. And then on Saturday, the short hop up to Barrow, where we most certainly hope that the wheel will not fall off the barrow. So, 600 of Martin Patterson's black and white army are making the journey up to Wigan. I'm en route there as we speak. Got to say that is a tremendous turnout. And I know it's been a difficult start to the season. I really do hope, for the sake of all of our supporters, that we can get some form of cup run going and get a nice plum cup draw. Quite frankly, our performances in the cup and results have been pretty disgraceful over the last few years. 10 years since we last won in the first round of the League Cup. And that victory at Huddersfield, Liam Noble got a couple, for those of you who were there, got us a plum draw with Aston Villa. What a game that was. 2 years before that, remember us going to Liverpool, Stevie Gerrard having a bit of banter with the Notts fans. Those are the sorts of games that live in the memory. And you can't help but feel rather short-changed. After we were leading against Peterborough, those substitutions were made. We lost, and Peterborough copped for a last ever visit to Goodison Park in the club's final season against Everton. So I really do hope that we can get something out of this competition tonight. In truth, neither side have a great deal of cup pedigree. Wigan have lost 10 first rounds in the last 12. But if you're looking for omens, hands up who was there for the cup game, FA Cup, in the Munto era. We beat Wigan after a replay, 2-0 here. It sounds like I'm name dropping a bit here, but I was fortunate enough to be sat next to Sven that night, which was a great education for me into how the professionals view football. That was the era of Hughes, Bishop. That 2-0 win in the fourth round set us on a fifth round trip to Fulham, if you remember. And shortly after that Wigan victory, there was a changeover, and in came Ray True. And we had some really good times in cup competitions. Remember Manchester City as well in the FA Cup, took them to a replay. So it will be lovely to suspend the, if you like, anxieties of the league form at the moment and just have a little bit of a release valve in a cup competition. Here's hoping. Trevor, 78 years young, you've seen a few cup runs in your time. In the context of the opening two league games, how important is tonight's game for you in the League Cup?
I think it's just as important to us everything else. The League Cup is just so important for us tonight. We've got a chance of making amends for the last two matches that we've played in. And a win tonight will be a big boost for us, I believe.
So we've had three changes: no Platt, no Norburn, and no Dennis. Luca, who scored, gets a shot. What do you reckon? He's picked a pretty experienced team.
Yeah, I do believe he has, and it's quite an exciting team. I think quite interesting. One or two changes. Be well worth trying out a different system, I believe. So yeah, Lucas looks quite an exciting player.
How important for you is a cup run? You know, your granddaughter Chloe, I think one of her very, very first games was Manchester City.
It was correct. Yeah, that was the first one she asked me to take her to, and from that game onwards, she's followed Notts through thick and thin. But yeah, I think every game is important, including cup matches. It's about time we had a good cup run, I believe.
Well, if you like your false nines, you're probably appreciative of this lineup. No Dennis tonight, starting up front, Jaden Luca, after that smart finish, one of the very few bright spots from Saturday. Two more changes, Matty Platt out at the back, replaced by Rod McDonald. And Ollie Norburn is rested too. In comes Connor Grant. Wigan, they make 8 changes, but just that one rather annoying name on the team sheet is starting. We all know him, Paul Mullin. half-time, and it's Paul Mullin who continues to haunt Notts, this time in a Wigan shirt, not a Wrexham one. Scored from the spot in the 10th minute, the goal that separates the two teams. Looked a soft pen, but the referee was only 2 or 3 yards away. When you're in a 20,000 stadium and there's only 2 to 3,000 in attendance, always makes for a bit of a surreal atmosphere. It's all been rather tepid, bit insipid. Notts' ball retention and possession has definitely been an improvement on Saturday, but it's come at a cost really of very little goalmouth action in the Wigan final third. One long-range shot from Iapenda, that's about it from Notts so far. Half-time here, it's Wigan 1, Notts 0. And still no trip into the second round of the League Cup in 10 years for Notts. They did at least go down fighting here at Wigan, beaten by Paul Mullin's 10th minute penalty, but they did go mightily close in the second half. A much improved performance, as many crosses, set pieces and chances in the closing 25 minutes as Notts have probably had for the previous 2 games. Closest Notts came to levelling was Dennis with a shot that clipped the foot of the post and that bounced to safety. Luca also nearly getting his second goal in 2 games, the shot on the turn producing a smart save. Notts did finish much the stronger of the 2 teams, but this is cup football and Notts are out again. That's 3 games without a win now. They desperately need to get a win at Barrow on Saturday. Certainly pride in that second half, but you still get the feeling there's an awful lot needs to be done. Considered thoughts then, Notts out of a cup competition again at the first hurdle. I guess we should be getting used to that. Frustrating in the way in which Notts couldn't at least take this game into extra time. I guess the big concern at the moment is 270 minutes played, only 1 goal from open play, the other a Jody Jones penalty. Nothing tonight, not that Notts couldn't and perhaps should have at least levelled this game up. But you look through the massed ranks at the minute, and without Alassane Jatta, there doesn't appear to be a great deal of goals in this group of players as it stands. 1 win can make all the difference, but it's ifs, buts and maybes at the moment. Once again, Martin Patterson shuffled his pack. He made some changes with the likes of Matty Platt, surprisingly left out altogether for this one. No Ollie Norburn. Dennis was benched, but looked lively in the second half. He was the closest to scoring, hitting the post. Luca played as a 9, a false 9, call it what you will. Clearly not his natural position. Had 1 good chance, swivelling turn, not dissimilar to his goal. This time he couldn't find the back of the net. Opening 45 was poor. In truth, it was a very tepid affair. Mullin's penalty separating the 2 teams. Notts seemed to focus a lot more on ball retention, but at the cost of getting into the final third of Wigan's half. Those closing stages, Notts did gather up ahead of steam. They made several changes. We saw the likes of Kuyar and Cotter down the flanks, and certainly they peppered the Wigan goal with plenty of crosses. But another exit in the cup. There's going to be no respite in the League Cup for Notts in between league fixtures. And right now they really need something from Barrow on Saturday. Anyway, that's it from us on the Magpie Circle vlogcast from Wigan tonight. Over and out. We'll see you all at Barrow.
County, Notts County, counties when they